All right, Shalom, Akim, Shalom, Yasharallah. First off, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us His truth to rule well. This is Brother Izar. There's been a lot of speculations, and not really speculation, but a lot of debate, all right, and correction on the mark of the beast. A lot of these camps think it's philosophy, and a lot of these camps think it's, some type of religion. A lot of these camps think it's, random, these anything but the mark of the beast being the RFID chip, basically, So, really, I just wanted to touch on the word mark, which is charagma, all right, in the Greek. And we'll just, go through words, all right, to get a clear understanding of just that one verse, because, the scripture is clear, man. The scripture is clear. Elders, the apostles, and brothers have been posting videos about, you need to humble yourself down and admit to the truth, man, So let me get this, Revelations 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor. Now, who is that he? All right, that's why Allah Tahar has been mentioning to go back into scripture and break this down, because eventually you're going to get your answer, all right, through the 7 heads, the 10 horns, and, who this man is going to be set up in power, all right, which is Esau Edom, all right. He is the last to rule, and one way to, one scripture that comes to my mind that, quickly identifies who this man is in this kingdom Babylon is 2nd Esdras chapter 6 verse 9. Straight to the point. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, so the Edomites are going to be in power. These Edomites, elite, are the ones that are going to be pushing this forward, this technology or this way of buying and selling. It's like I got people over here. Give me a second. But those are the only people really that are pushing forward on those things. All right, it ain't nobody else. All right? You don't see so-called Arabs, out here pushing the RFID chip. All right, you don't see so-called Ishmaelites, Moabites, all right, Japanese or Ammonites. You don't see Chinese, Japanese, Africans. You don't see anybody else but Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, pushing this RFID chip. All right. So, by process of elimination, who else is it going to be? All right. But anyways, going back to Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, let's look at that word, causeth. All right. Causeth is basically the same thing as cause. All right, it says a person, a person or thing that gives rise to an action. All right, now a person, place, or thing is a noun. All right, so that's why it says right here, cause, it's a noun, a person or a thing, but more specific, a person. All right, that gives rise to an action. What is that action? World domination. All right, one world order. It's not gonna be this little dude with a red dude with red horns and coming out of his forehead, and with a pitchfork. All right, these are all make-believe things that you learn in a Christian church. All right, but we're dealing with truth here. So it says phenomenon, all right, or condition. The cause of the accident is not clear. It says reasonable grounds for doing, thinking, or feeling something. All right, the cause of the fire. And what's going to cause that nuclear fire? the implementation of the RFID chip, one world government, this man being in rulership, and then eventually nations being tired of this man and coming up against this man, the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, casting down that judgment, which is the ICBM coming down and destroying, which the ICBM stands for Intercontinental Ballistic Missiles. All right, it says mainspring, base, basis, foundation, fountainhead, originator, author, creator. There is no cause for alarm. Reason, all right, ground, so it's a person or thing that gives rise to an action. All right, so he causeth all, so that means a person or a thing. Now is a thing, all right, is a car gonna cause for an action? All right, that's a thing, it's not a person. All right, is a bottle gonna cause for an action? All right, that's a thing, not a person. All right, a spirit is a spirit, is not a thing, in this definition. So he causeth all is actually a person that speaks its venom, like you read in Psalms 55. It says both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. All right, so this man is going to implement something, and he's going to cause you, all right, let's look at it in the blue letter. All right, it says cause, poeo, and it says to make, all right, with the names of things made, to produce, construct, form, fashion, to be the authors of, to cause, to make ready, to prepare. All right, let me see. To make a thing out of something, all right, to put one forth, to lead them out, to make one do something, all right, so to force, all right. You force somebody to do something, that's not something that is Salakia. When you force something on someone, it's not something that's it's not something that is freely or willfully done. Granted, there will be people that are willfully gonna do it. All right, there's people right now that are willfully taking that RFID chip to open up a door, to start up a car, lazy. But anyways, it says to do a thing unto one, to do to one. All right, so he's gonna force somebody to do it, to celebrate, keep with designation of time, to pass, spend, to perform, to a promise, to make ready. All right, so he's gonna carry this out, man, and he's gonna force you to take this mark. All right, it says apparently a prolonged form of an obsolete primary, to make or do. You see, so he's gonna make, all right, he's gonna make you do his bidding. You see, abide, agree, appoint. And when you make an agreement with somebody, all right, say you go to the car lot or whatever, and you make an agreement with somebody, all right, and you give your right hand, you extend your right hand, and you shake your right hand, guess what that means? Agreement. That's an agreement, all right? But if you take this chip anywhere in your body, you could take it in your damn ass cheek, all right? It still means the same thing. In agreement with the beast system, all right? In agreement with the image, which is philosophy in there, where's your life, all right? In agreement with this man is going to cause you to take the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, all right? They're all separate and all part of the same. It's not all the same thing, though. Yeah, that's it on that one. So let's go back. Small and great, rich and poor, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. All right. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. All right. So how do you buy? All right. We all know how we buy, and they want to get around that. All right. You can't buy with philosophy, my friend. You can't go to a damn barber shop and be like, whoa. I can't cut your hair unless you're Christian. All right. Oh yeah, I'm a Christian. Yeah, I believe in this. I believe in that. Okay, you can get a haircut. That's not how that works, man. You know, it's always been concrete. Something that's proven. When you buy a house, all right, when you buy a house, and you have to, or actually when you try to get, let me see. Let me try to think. Yeah. When you buy a house, or when you try to buy something, they'll always want you to have some type of proof of residence. They're never gonna just tell you, okay, well, we're gonna send you this and send you. They always want some type of proof that you are a resident of the place that you're trying to buy, something from. They need a gas bill or water bill, or when you're trying to put your kids in a certain school, well, you have to have proof of residency. Bring me a bill, bring me this, bring me that. When you're trying to get a license, all right, for a driver's license, well, you need proof of residency. You need this, you need that. That's just how it works. He always needs concrete proof of residency, concrete proof of your belief, all right, concrete proof that you're actually siding with them, all right? It's never a loose thing. You never go to the DMV and you're like, hey, I need to renew my license. Okay, well, here you go. Here's a brand new license. Have a good day. Just give me $20. Where you live? Oh, I live right down the street. Okay, cool. Here you go. It's not like that, man. And you have to think. You can't just, goddamn, you can't just think like a fucking Christian, man. Christian just be like, oh, okay, that's it. That's what it is. You have to think of modern times too. You have to link the scriptures with modern times, man. You have to link the scriptures with what's going on. You have to link the scriptures with how society works. So what if you're an atheist? You're okay. If you're an atheist, you're okay. You're a man of the Lord. If you're an atheist, see what I'm saying? They're gimmicks, all right. They're gimmicks that they put up. These ways that they think is correct is they don't make sense, all right. If you're an atheist, you're not according to the beast system, all right. You don't believe in a higher power. You don't believe in anything, all right. So what does that mean? That you're okay? You see? So that doesn't make sense. It's going to be a physical, tangible idol, all right, that is going to prove your residency in the system, all right? It's going to prove residency in the system. So it says here that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. So now let's go into the word charagma, all right? Strong's G 5480, charagma, a stamp, an imprinted mark. Let's look up that word stamp. Right, reading on, it says, Salakia. Bring down one's foot. It says heavily on the ground or on something on the ground. He stamped his foot in the frustration. All right, so that a stamp isn't just ink put on top of your skin. All right, a stamp means to push down with great pressure. All right, it says he threw his cigarette down, you see, and then when you step on it, you're stamping. All right, stomping, stamping. All right, crush, flatten, to remove with heavy blow from one's feet. All right, he stamped on my toe. Step on, tread on, tramp on, stomp on, crush, squash, flatten. All right. Let's look it up on our dictionary over here. Stamp. To strike or beat with a forcible downward thrust of the foot, to bring down. It says to extinguish, crush, etc. All right. So it's with great force, to bring down with great force. So we'll go into this word over here, imprint. All right. And this is the one that I found most beautiful and explanatory. All right. It says imprint with object. All right. So it has to be with an object. Impress or stamp. Stamp means to put down with great pressure. All right, to crush or pound with or as with a pestle. A heavy tool with a rounded end. Oh, check that out, man. Check that baby out. Philosophy. Does philosophy have a round end? Come on, man. Come on. Used for crushing and grinding substances such as spices or drugs, typically in a mortar. All right. So a pestle, all right, is a rounded out, instrument to press down with. You see what I'm saying? And if you ever check out the tool that they use to put that RFID chip in their body, all right, it's a pestle, all right. It's a cross with a rounded off end, all right, to carve out, all right, a hole into your skin and push in, all right, an idol, which is the RFID chip, you know. So to crush or pound with or with a pestle. So to put down great pressure, all right, to imprint, to leave a mark. It says patterns can be imprinted in the clay. Let me go back up. Let's see. Yeah. We'll read that one. Imprint is a verb, all right, as a verb. So to imprint means, all right, a verb is an action. You see? A verb is an action that you take. Let's look up that word verb just to prove what I'm saying. All right. Verb. Salakia. Misspelled that. Any member of a class of words that function as a main element of predicates that typically express action, state, or a relation between two things, and that may be inflected for tense, aspect, voice, mood, and to show agreement with the subject or object. All right, so it's an action. Verb is an action. If it's a verb, it's an action word. All right, so imprint is a verb. That means it's an action. So what philosophy is going to be your action? Come on, man. It says the image was imprinted into his mind, and that's talking about a different type of image. Just like imprintment could be a different type of meaning. All right, like the word mark. You could use mark, like mark them that cause division. That's not a physical thing. But then you use the mark of the beast, and that's not a spiritual thing. That's a physical thing. All right, you have to read between the lines and understand when to apply what. All right, that's why we go into root words, and that's why we go into these tense. It says, let me see, fix, Salaki, going up here, stamp, print, impress, mark, emboss, brand. All right, patterns can be imprinted in the clay, and that's why I had this laid out, because there's a couple of scriptures that talk about this. All right, Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of the things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he hath no understanding? All right, so how are you going to tell the Most High that he doesn't know what he's talking about? All right, Most High. All right, that mark of the beast is not talking about a RFID chip. All right, it's philosophy. You know, that's going against the Most High, man. Going against his word. You know, Salakia, give me a second. It says,
I'll try ED, I'll try He's gonna run away. What's he not?
Salakia. All right, so it says Isaiah 64:8. But now, O Yahweh, thou art our Father. We are the clay, and thou art potter. You see, so the Most High is the potter. He's the one that forms. He creates evil, creates good, all those things. And we all are the work of thy hand. You see? So back over here, it says patterns can be imprinted. Imprinted. Let's look that word up, man. Imprinted A mark made by pressure. You see that? So what's a stamp? A stamp is something being pushed down with great force. All right. So a mark made by pressure. What does that pressure talking about? Peer pressure? Oh, you have to accept Christianity. Is that what it's talking about? No. All right. It's talking about literal pressure being pushed down upon you. All right. To put that idol inside of you. A mark or figure impressed or printed on something. All right. Any impression or impressed effect. You see? So it's talking about a brand. You see that? It says imprint, verb. Patterns can be imprinted in the clay. Stamp, print, impress. You know, let's look at that word impress. And not impress as in I'm going to impress this woman. It says to create a favorable impression, draw attention to oneself. It's not talking about that. All right. It's talking about the act of impressing, a mark made by or as by pressure, stamp, imprint. So how are you going to receive that mark? How are you going to be marked? You can't mark with philosophy. You know, we're in our daily jobs, and not everybody in our daily jobs know that we're in the truth. You see what I'm saying? So we're walking around and you're going to look at somebody and say, yep, that's a Christian right there. I can tell just by the mark that he carries. No. All right. That doesn't make sense, man. You know, these people that want to say it's anything but the RFID chip don't make sense. You know, it says imprinted into his mind, fix, establish, stick, lodge, implant. Look at that, implant. Let's look at the word implant, which we should know what an implant is, but for the sake of edification, to put or fix firmly, to implant sound principles in a child's mind. All right, that's what they think it is. You know, they think it's something of that sort, to implant some type of, you know, philosophy. It's not that. It says an artificial tooth that has been inserted permanently into the jaw. A metal framework attached to the bone of the jaw for supporting artificial teeth. All right. So implantation. Let's see that. The act of implanting. You see? I mean, it's pretty clear. The state of being implanted. All right. Man. Pathology, the movement of cells to a new region. Metastasis, it says when spontaneous. That's it. That implantation. Let's go to indoctrination, and this is where they get that from, man. They think implantation is indoctrination. All right, part of the doctrine is that RFID chip, man. All right, that is part of the doctrine. So for you to say and not warn people about not taking the RFID chip, that just proves, you know, that you're sold out. You know. So it says imprinted into his mind, fix, establish, stick, lodge, implant, plant, embed, instill, impress, inculcate. All right. It says a stamp or imprinted mark. All right. An imprinted mark. It says of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Now let's look up this word, man. Let's see what they have over here in this definition. Usually the Antichrist in some Christian teachings, a personal opponent of the Messiah. Expected to appear before the end of the world. The battle between the Messiah and, okay, that's definitely not it, because then, let's look it up over here because I can't look at it like that. It's going to be 1 John chapter 2, verse 18. Little children, it is the last time. This is Yahushua Mashiach speaking through his apostles, speaking through his men. Little children, it is the last time. All right. And as ye have heard, the Antichrist shall come. even now are there many antichrists. You see, so in that time from John the Baptist, in that time when Yahushua was preaching, in that time when the apostles were preaching, throughout those times, there was already people set up to be contrary. See, that's why it says it is the last time. We're in those times, man. We are in those times. And as ye have heard, the Antichrist shall come. Even now are there many antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. You see? So there wasn't, no specific man that was standing up in those days, contrary to the Lord, Yahushua, and then he was going to hide away for a while, and then he was going to come back, and now he's back, and he's going to reveal himself. No. All right, so let's look up the word anti. Let's break it down. Anti. All right, anti meaning opposed to, against. I'm anti the abuse of drink and the hassle, or anti-drink. All right, being against, opposed. See that? So let's look up the word Christ. Look up. All right, it says, damn, it's taking too long. It says the title, also treated as a name given to Yahushua of Nazareth. It says, well, that doesn't give you anything. All right, they think that's his actual last name. That's not his last name, man. Let's see. Yahushua of Nazareth, held by Christians to be the fulfillment of prophecies in the Old Testament. Let me see. Let's read some more. Get some information. It says some regarded as similar. All right, you know what? I'm just going to go into this. Slovakia. Things carved, sculpture. I really want to get into, you know what? Let's look it up here. That'll probably be the best thing to do. Let's see what blue letter says. Slovakia. Christ means, all right? The book of the generation of Yahushua HaMashiach, which means the Messiah, all right? Because these things are important to know, man. Christos, Strong's G 5547, all right, which means anointed. Anointed, let's look that up. Slovakia didn't do it. Anointed. Damn. Didn't get the right thing, man. There we go. Means smear or rub with oil. Typically, as part of a religious ceremony, high priests were anointed with oil. All right, now who are the priests? All right, the 144,000. It says he was anointed and crowned. High priests were anointed with oil. Bodies were anointed after the death of a burial. But yeah, it means anointed. All right. Touch not my anointed. All right. Christ was and is the Messiah. You see? So let's look that word up. Let's see what they say on this one. The promised deliverer of the Jewish nation. That one was straight to the point. All right, the promise and deliverer of the Jewish nation. It's not really the Jewish nation, but the Israelites. Prophesied in the Hebrew Bible. Hebrew. Who are the Hebrews? All right, you go into Hebrew. That comes from the line of Eber, line of Shem. All right, so it's, it's not everybody. All right. The Hebrew prophecies as a savior of humankind. Nope, that's not it. He's not the savior of humankind. All right. He's Messiah means anointed. All right. The Aztecs called themselves, before they were called Aztecs, which means people of time. All right. That word Aztec means people of time. They were called the Mexica. The Mexica, which goes back to the word Mashiach. And they believe themselves to be anointed. All right, that's why they call themselves Mexica. So Mexica means anointed, all right, which goes back to the word Mashiach, which means Messiah, which Messiah means anointed, So down here it says anointed. All right. Anointed, i.e., the Messiah. You see? So to be anointed, to be the Messiah means to be anointed. To be anti means to be against, contrary. So to be contrary to the anointed. Who are the anointed? Yahushai, starting with Yahushai, the 144,000 elect. All right? And the rest of the elect. So to be contrary to Yahushai and Mashiach means to be what? Anti-Messiah. All right, let's go to... It's like I didn't mean it to take this much time, but I'm trying to move according to the Spirit. I believe it was 23. Yep. Luke 11 and 23. I don't know how to look it up in the red letter, so let me look at it over here, see if they have it. Luke 11 and 23. Luke 11, 23. So you can see that it was Yahushai HaMashiach who said this. All right. It says, Luke 11 and 23, he that is not with me is against me. So if you're not with HaMashiach, you're anti-HaMashiach. You're anti the Messiah. All right. And he that gathereth not with me scattereth. You see, so if you're not gathering the flock for the right cause, if you're not informing the cause to the people, you're scattering. All right. So these people that are teaching that the mark of the beast is not the RFID chip, they're scattering. You see? So let's go back to Revelations 13. Oh, shit. Revelations 13 and 16. And it says, 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. All right. Let's type something in real quick. See if we can prove a point. Let's put future ways of payment. Haven't searched this up, just barely came to mind. The future of payment technology in 2019 and beyond. So it proves to you that it's technology, not philosophy. All right, not ways of words, not thought patterns or whatever. It's in-store mobile payments. Right now they're mobile payments. Biometric authentication. Let's look at that word. Biometric. It says relating to or involving the application of statistical analysis to biological data. Now, how are you going to have biological data? Through the RFID chip, radio frequency identification. You see that? A biometric passport. Biometrical. All right. So it says biometric authentication. NFC. Let's look up that word, NFC, because I believe that goes into National Finance Center. All right. Payments, AI and voice. Oh, man. AI and voice technology. AI and artificial intelligence. Now, what does artificial intelligence mean? Let's look that up. Artificial insemination. Let's look that word up. That's insemination. To inject semen into the female product attacked, impregnate, to sow, implant seed into. To sow as seed into something. Implant. Man. Artificial insemination, that's talking about, birth, but AI also is artificial intelligence, all right, which if they're trying to make you more like the system, they're going to make you an artificial intelligence by how? Connecting some type of technology into your system, blockchain and cryptocurrencies, all right? Look at all this technology. I don't see any philosophies in this future right here, man, Subscribe now, get free financial brand newsletter for free. New payments in the future. Technologies leading the way. Look at that. Technologies leading the way. So it has to be technological. That's why there's so many technological advances. All right, so it's not going to be no philosophy, man. All right, technological advances. Actually, let's look this up real quick. What's his name? Let's look up 2020. Shit. What's his name? What 2020 chip implants, the next big privacy debate. Government technology. Look at that. Government, govern, as the brothers always break down, govern means to control. Ment is mind, goes back to the word mente, all right, which mente in Spanish, is more of a direct line through the Latin or the Greek, all right. Can you refuse the RFID chip? Here's the best part. If you refuse to be implanted with the RFID chip, the government will deactivate your chip and you will have nothing. Oh, man. Hey, it's clear, straight to the point. The point's been made over and over. Yahaba Shemya was shy, Barakatam Akim, all right, for the ones that are pushing this truth, the ones that are doing the work in sincerity and in truth, So let me finish it off just by reading off Revelation 13:16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. All right, that doesn't necessarily mean only in your right hand and only in your forehead. All right, your forehead signaling your mind, your right hand signaling alliance with. All right, it could be in your left hand, it could be in your ass cheek, like brothers say, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So if you're in congregation with this devil, then guess what? You're going to take alliance with, and you're going to do things that he wants. You see? So let me go back over here. And it says, the government will deactivate your chip and you will have nothing. You see? So you can't buy what you want to buy. You can't buy a little candy bar. You can't sell. All right, now let's talk about that. All right, how are you gonna sell? Say you trying to make ends meet, and you have a couple shoes you don't use. You have some Jordans, you have some Nikes, good condition, mint condition, and you want to sell them. All right. Well, we're moving towards a cashless society, so how are you gonna sell your shoes? Philosophy? Well, how is he gonna transfer philosophy to you? You see what I'm saying? You can't transfer philosophy, man. That's another big one. You can't go up to a man and say, hey brother, I'll buy those shoes off of you. All right, well, they're 10 credits of philosophy. Okay, well, I'm going to transfer it through my mind, and here you go. You have 10 credits of philosophy. Man, people are... Anyways, the government will deactivate your chip and you will have nothing without the RFID chip. As far as the government is concerned, you do not exist and cannot be an American citizen. You cannot be a citizen. You cannot be a person. They'll deactivate your chip. All right, you can't buy, you can't sell, you can't have shit. You see? Moving towards a cashless society, all right? It says, and the name of the beast and the number of his name, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and his number is 603 All right, now that word 600, Salak is 603 is chai, shai, stigma. All right, and that word stigma goes back to stigmatis, which means to stake or impale. All right, actually, let me go back to the word mark, because there was another point in the word itself, man. The word itself, just all you got to do is just go into the word mark, Strong's G 5480. All right, the mark branded upon horses, things carved. So the brand marked upon horses. So what horses have philosophy? A thing carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. And what is an idol? Let's look up the word idol. Like I said, I didn't intend it to be this long. Just wanted to go into a couple words, but Spirit has me going. Idol. It says an image or representation of a god used as an object of worship. Down here it says image, effigy, statue, figure, figurine, a fetish, totem, graven image, a false god, hero, heroine, a star, superstar, icon, celebrity, favorite, darling, pet. All right, so person or thing that is greatly admired, loved, or revered. Movie idol, an image or representation of a god using as an object of worship. And that's really what it is, an image. All right, it's just a representation of a god. And who is the god of this world? Esau, Edom. So what's going to represent him? That RFID chip. All right. There was another one, I think it's down here. Okay. For the same thing, it says a scratch or etching, i.e. a stamp, as a badge of servitude. Oh man. Distinctive emblem. Man, that one's way more straight. Salakia. A distinctive emblem worn as a mark of office. Woo. Man, membership. All right, I have this little fob. You know, I go to the gym every once in a while. All right, I go to the gym every once in a while, you know, just to not get, you know, lazy or fat or whatever. But, all right, I have this little key fob, you know, and I go up to the thing, and that is a sign of membership when I have that key fob. So I scan it. All right, my picture comes up in their what's it called, in their system, and I'm able to open the door. All right, that's a badge of membership. It's a tangible thing. I don't go in there and I'm like, I believe in Christianity, I believe in this gym to be the best gym that there is. All right, you may enter. No. All right, achievement, license, employment, etc. Name badges. All right. Distinguishing object or emblem, a large gold key hung around his neck as his badge of office. All right, and that badge, that tangible thing, is going to be what? The RFID chip. The badge on her jacket was earned in combat. Pin, brooch, button, emblem, crest. All right, so all these things, man, they tie in with the RFID chip, and it's plain and clear as a badge of servitude, or sculptured figure, a statue, graven mark. You see? So like I mentioned, right here it tells you, can you refuse the RFID chip? All right, and then they tell you that the government will turn it off and count you as nothing. All right, they will count you as nothing. You know? So Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is showing you, if you take the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, all right, if you call yourself an Israelite, you shouldn't even be taking no damn incision of anything, man. You know, you shouldn't be taking any marks or branding yourself with anything, man. You know, if you call yourself a Christian or an Israelite or a follower of the Messiah. You see what I'm saying? So the point is clear. The mark of the beast is the RFID chip. So with that, Akim, I want to say shalom, peace and blessings to the brothers, to the elect, all right, to the ones laboring in this truth. I say shalom, and as always, giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, and giving double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom. Stay strong out there, and don't fall into these diverse temptations, man. Don't fall for the bullshit they say. You know, they might be eloquent speakers. They might be, you know, what is that word? Not pursuing, but you know, when you persuade someone, all right, they might be persuasive with their words, speech, but don't fall for it, man. It's about the truth, not about what sounds good. All right, shalom.